Today's video, I'm going to tell you about these settings and every button on every Subaru, including this 2023 base model Subaru Impreza. I'm going to go through each of the buttons from the bottom cluster to the steering wheel console to the entire touchscreen, the climate controls, the lock systems, the mirrors, and everything over here as well. I'm going to go through all the buttons, everything that you need to know for every Subaru, explain this whole feature. And if you guys are first time buyers of Subaru, I'm going to do a video walking through each button and go also with these as well, because these also play an important role for each of these buttons. So I'm going to go through most of these button settings. And so first thing I want to start off with are these little buttons. They're just normal arrow buttons. Basically, you can just scroll along and you can just change the music. I'm gonna go to the radio. You can just press this button and we'll just scroll through the information and all the settings and all the, if you want to play some new music, find some new releases, press that button, just keep scrolling, scroll back and forth as well through the mix, all that stuff. It'll go through the whole settings down here, through here. Also pressing hold as well if you want to set a new station, right? And it will beep and it will set a new station. Scroll throughing and it just goes through the entire radio settings, as well as if you're on Bluetooth, you want to skip through music, you just go through the whole playlist and say, hey, I want to play some new songs through here, skip that. I don't like that song, skip, and just play the next song. Also, volume control button. Very straightforward, up and down volume instead of just using the knob muting. Also tune scroll as well. It'll tune scroll through the entire information and tells you, what station you're looking at. And also press that, it will take you to the other station, another substation to, let's say, 96.5. So source button as well through your information, through your screen. If you want to play music, source button, it will switch it from AM to FM radio. And this will bring the broadcasting to like any news or anything that's going on. Press that, or like even want to play some podcasts or interviews, you can press that on AM for AM radio. And also source button, also if you're on Bluetooth, you can actually change the regular channels on the radio. By pressing the source button, it will change you back to your apps, but still keep on media if you want. Info button. Basically, your info button will give you all the information onto this. This is your information, which is talking about the middle numbers. So let's say, for example, I'm 170 miles to my next fill up. I'm pressing this button, it will tell me that my average miles to the gallon is 25.7 miles to the gallon. It was just on average. Press the info button again. The three lines, it will tell your average miles, your MPGs. This one is your average miles per hour, which is mine's 19 average miles per hour. So yeah. Change that info button, it's blank, and also if you keep scrolling one more time, it will take you back to how many miles you have left until your next fill up. So yeah, if you just press this little button, it'll scroll through your information on here to the next side of the instrument cluster. So I just recently discovered this button, and I'm going to tell you guys what this button means. So let's say if you want to text someone back on your car, and you get a notification that someone texted you, but you can't text because texting and driving is illegal. So you can always actually tell the car to do something for you. Or if you want to ask it a question. Hey Subaru, what's 9 plus 10? And well, if you want to ask a basic question, just answer. Or if you want to play the music, so let's say, Subaru, play In My Remains by Linkin Park, or The Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park. Answer that, and we'll send you right to YouTube Music or on YouTube, and we'll just play your station, you play your playlist, play your song, instead of just scrolling through YouTube, scrolling through Spotify, just change the music, because also that's illegal because you're technically texting and driving basically, and you're just driving, you're distracted basically. But if you don't want to be if you're not being distracted or anything, you can just press this button and say, hey, play the next song. And yeah, that's what this button is also for. This one, if you want to pick up your phone, if you want to call somebody through your phone contacts and all that stuff, this will take you to your screen right here. It'll take you through your contacts, your favorites, your keypad, your phone book, your messages, the whole history. Also picking up your phone through here. Bottom side as well, this is your source buttons for the main tachometer. So pressing the up or down arrows, it will scroll through the information buttons, tell you your average MPGs, just like the one over here. Pull and hold the switch for menu, blah blah blah. Your tire pressure system, monitoring system, your miles per hour, sorry. And basically all your information through the system. Horn. I'm going to go through this real quick. There's only 2 things to talk about on this base model. There's only 2 things. So first off, you when you're at night and you're just want it very dim, you can just scroll down. You can scroll up and down to tell you if you want it dim or you want it bright for your whole tachometer or your whole infotainment system. Also, your traction control, very straightforward. Press this when you're going through snow. Over here is your locks. So lock the doors, unlock your power window controls, and all the stuff. Your window locks, your mirrors. You can just adjust the mirrors through there. And these are your power mirrors. So that's very straightforward, very easy. Also, I'm going to go over to the next side of the steering wheel. This is for your system, and this is where that comes to play. This is your cruise control and your lane departure settings. I'm going to go through some of these features. This button right here stands for the distance between you and the vehicle right in front of you. If the car happens to be in your lane on the highway or the interstate, you can press this button. It will determine, you can increase the distance between you and the vehicle. Also, you can decrease the distance between you and the vehicle, especially because since this is going to come to play. So fun fact about Subaru. Ever since 2014, they started implementing these on the higher trim levels of the Foresters, the Imprezas, the Crosstreks, and basically the STIs as well if you get it in a automatic CVT. And then eventually 2017, 2018 models, they eventually started using the EyeSight systems for now on for every single trim model ahead of time. And this is still, it was rewarded to Subaru. And Subaru has got a lot of good features and good reviews with these EyeSight systems that will keep the vehicle safe. In case of an accident, it will save your life. So basically with this will actually set the time, set the miles per hour of the vehicle by setting this as well. You can scroll up and down between you and the distance of the vehicle, and set the cruise control to the so let's say if you want to go 65 miles per hour and you set it to cruise control, it will stay constant at 65 miles per hour unless if that car stays kind of cuts your line and cuts you off. The good thing about Subaru as well with the EyeSight system, it will also apply the brakes for you just in case if a car like that basically comes in front of you or cuts you off. It will apply the brakes automatically with the help of that system. It will slow it down, and you can press the button again to reset the system. This, on the other hand, this is your lane departure setting and your EyeSight system, your lane departure settings. This, on the other hand, that's your anti-collision system. This is your lane departure settings on the EyeSight system. You can turn it on and off, basically, and all that stuff. So very straightforward. Just press these 2 buttons. On the higher trim levels, they have the SOS button or the Starling button. Basically, if the SOS, if you're getting into a really bad accident, you press the SOS button, it will send a signal to to the employer. It will send you a tow truck to get help if you've been to a breakdown or a serious car accident. That higher trim levels, I wish they actually had it on the base model systems, but you know, you only have these 2 buttons for the EyeSight systems, and that's where these buttons do come to play in the cluster of the EyeSight system. So I already got through the entire system, all the buttons on this steering wheel. Over to the 6.5-inch touchscreen. Basically, all straightforward. This has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your phone buttons, your setting buttons, basically your brightness adjustment, send it to auto or manual settings, display screen, on and off, VR help screen, brightness adjustment, driver profile on default, and everything. You can customize your Android Auto, USB, your system language, your sound if you want to change the position of your sound for music, EQ sound position. You can play around with this, see what speaker you want to play it on. We'll give you more. This will also set the bass, the mid, and the treble if you want to have some bass boost to your music, which I'm the kind of guy that wants the bass boosted on his music because he likes to have loud music sometimes. Microphone volume, ringtone, speech, and all that stuff. Your phone, your Bluetooth, and all that stuff. Vehicle information, your time and day manual. Interior lights will last for like 10 seconds, or you can change it to however long. Keyless entry system, auto door lock, defogger, one-tone lane changer. You just play around some of these settings, and yeah. Apps, on the other hand, if you have Pandora, Apple CarPlay, I don't know what the app is, Android Auto, radio, media, and down here you have the same information too. Ford, climate control systems. Some of the higher trim levels have a different style of climate control, but on the higher trim level, actually this one actually there's 2 separate screens. So you have 2 7-inch screens, one for the radio and one for the vehicle info, and also controls through the climate control system. Your defogger, your basically your cycling, and also your if you're on the heater, or it will send the air and will keep it cold basically. And go through your settings if you want the defog from the vents from the outside, or yeah, just scroll along these. I know how this all works, but your fan speed. But yeah, so that's all the information I'm going to tell you guys about every Subaru, and all the information about the Subaru Impreza. This goes to everyone to buy the Subaru. Just basically, this is all you need to know about buying your first Subaru. All the instruments, how to engage these, how to play around with these. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.